When Maya Alvarez begged a dangerous stranger to kiss her in that crowded night market, she thought she was escaping one nightmare, but she was walking straight into another. The man who saved her with that single, claiming kiss? He wasn't just any random hero, he was Ji-hoon Kang, the most feared Korean mafia boss in Los Angeles, a widower carrying secrets that could destroy them both. What Maya didn't know was that her obsessive ex-boyfriend Lucas had already made a fatal mistake. He'd threatened the one thing Ji-hoon had sworn to protect after losing everything he loved. Now caught between a stalker who won't let go and a killer who's forgotten how to love, Maya has 72 hours to make an impossible choice. But when bodies start dropping and the truth about Ji-hoon's dead wife surfaces, Maya will discover that sometimes the most dangerous thing isn't the monster hunting you, it's falling for the monster protecting you. Subscribe and tell me in the comments, would you trust a killer's promise of love, or run before it's too late? Maya Alvarez pressed the scooter's brakes as the sedan's headlights filled her mirror again. Third time in 4 blocks. Her delivery bag thumped against her hip as she took the next turn sharp. The neon signs of Koreatown blurred past. Steam rose from street vendors. The night market buzzed with voices in 3 languages. She pulled into the crowded lot behind the main strip. Her hands shook as she killed the engine. The sedan rolled past. Tinted windows, license plate she couldn't read. Maya felt fear crawl up her spine. Her phone buzzed. Another text from Lucas. "You can't hide forever. We need to talk. I know where you work." She deleted them without reading the rest. 6 months since she'd walked out. 6 months of this. Maya grabbed her helmet and walked into the market. The crowd would hide her. Lucas wouldn't follow her into public. She hoped. Vendors called out prices in Korean and Spanish. Families clustered around tables. Teenagers shared plates of tteokbokki. Maya bought jasmine tea from an elderly woman. The cup warmed her palms. "Thank you," she said. The woman nodded. Her eyes crinkled. She spoke in Korean to someone behind Maya. Maya turned. 2 men stood near the dumpling stall. One was tall with sharp features, dark hair swept back, expensive coat that didn't belong in the market. The other man was shorter, stocky build. He watched the crowd with careful eyes. Neither looked at her directly, but Maya felt their attention. She sipped her tea. The jasmine settled her nerves. A hand clamped her elbow. "There you are." Lucas's voice made her stomach drop. His fingers dug into her jacket. "Let go." Maya tried to pull away. "We're going to talk." His grip tightened. "Right now." The market noise faded. Maya's vision narrowed. Lucas's face filled her sight. His jaw was set. His eyes held the same cold anger she remembered. "I said let go. You don't get to run away from me." Maya looked past him. The tall man from the dumpling stall was watching now. His friend had stepped closer. She met the tall man's eyes, dark, unreadable, but not cruel. "Please," Maya whispered. "Kiss me." The man moved. 3 steps brought him close enough to touch. His hand cupped her jaw. Gentle pressure, warm palm. "Close your eyes," he said. His voice was quiet, accented. Korean. She obeyed. His lips touched hers. Soft, sure. The kiss lasted 3 seconds, maybe 4. When she opened her eyes, the man was looking at Lucas. "Problem here?" The shorter man appeared beside them. Lucas dropped his hand. "None of your business. Everything here is my business." The tall man kept his voice level. Maya felt the shift in the crowd. Vendors stopped calling out. Families turned to look. The teenagers put down their food. Everyone was watching the tall man. Lucas stepped back. His face had gone pale. "This isn't over," he said to Maya. "Yes, it is." The tall man didn't raise his voice. Lucas looked around. Found no allies. He pushed through the crowd and disappeared. Maya's breath came in short bursts. The tall man released her face. "Are you hurt?" he asked. "No, I'm fine." Maya wasn't fine. Her hands were shaking again. "Good." He reached into his coat. Maya tensed. He pulled out a business card. Plain white. No name. Just a phone number. "If he returns," the man said. The card slid under her phone case. Maya stared at it. "I can't pay you. I'm not asking for payment. Then why help me?" Something shifted in his expression. "You asked." The shorter man touched his arm, spoke in Korean, too fast for Maya to follow. The tall man nodded. "We should go." "Wait." Maya caught his sleeve. What's your name? Ji-hoon. He turned and walked away. His friend followed. The crowd parted for them. Maya stood alone by the tea stall, her heart hammered against her ribs. The vendor woman approached. She spoke in broken English. You okay? Yes, thank you. The woman looked toward the exit. Good man, dangerous man, but good. Maya felt something cold settle in her stomach. Dawn light filtered through the kitchen window at Abuela's apartment. Maya wheeled her scooter into the courtyard. She forced her voice to sound cheerful. Buenos dias, Abuela. Rosa Alvarez looked up from her coffee. Mija, you're early. Couldn't sleep. Maya kissed her grandmother's cheek. The apartment smelled of cinnamon and old wood. Family photos covered the walls. Maya's parents smiled from frames they'd never see again. She gathered the mail from the counter. Electric bill, past due notice, building maintenance fee. Maya's chest tightened. How much this time? Abuela asked. Nothing we can't handle. Abuela's eyes clouded. I forget things. The bills. The dates. That's why I'm here. Maya tucked the notices into her bag. Her grandmother's memory came and went. Good days and bad days, more bad lately. You work too. Much, Abuela said. I like working. Your mama worked too much too. Maya's throat tightened. She kissed Abuela's forehead. I have to go. Double shift today. Be careful, Mija. Always am. Maya walked to her scooter. The business card crinkled in her pocket. She wouldn't call him. Couldn't call him. Whatever Ji-hoon was, whatever he did, she didn't want to owe him. The diner was 15 minutes away. Maya knew every shortcut, every traffic pattern. She pulled into the alley behind Mel's. The back door was propped open. Coffee smell and bacon grease drifted out. You're early, Carla called from the grill. Couldn't sleep. Lucas again. Maya tied her apron. I can handle Lucas. That boy's got a mean streak. I know. Maya had dated Lucas for 8 months, long enough to learn his patterns, the jealousy, the need to control, the way his voice turned cold when he didn't get his way. She'd left him in April, packed her things while he was at work, left her key on the kitchen table. He'd been calling ever since. The morning rush started at 7. Coffee and eggs for construction workers, pancakes for families heading to school. Maya smiled and poured coffee and pretended her hands weren't shaking. At 2 o'clock, the lunch crowd thinned. Maya was wiping down tables when she heard glass crack. The front window had a spider web spreading from the center, like someone had hit it with something small. Hard. What the hell? Mel emerged from the kitchen. A black sedan idled across the street, tinted windows, same model as last night. Maya's blood turned to ice. The sedan's engine rumbled. It pulled away from the curb. Gone. Kids, probably, Mel muttered. Throwing rocks, probably. Maya's voice sounded hollow, but she knew better. The window repair truck arrived before Maya's shift ended. A man in a suit paid the bill. Cash. He didn't give his name. Maya watched from behind the counter. The man was tall, Asian, expensive clothes. Not Ji-hoon. Someone else. Weird, Carla said. Who pays for random windows? Good Samaritan. In this neighborhood. Maya folded napkins. Her hands stayed busy while her mind raced. The repair finished at closing time. Maya walked to the alley. Her scooter waited under the security light. A man stepped out of the shadows. Not Lucas, the stocky man from the market. Ji-hoon's friend. Maya reached for her phone. Her fingers found the business card. Easy, the man said. I'm not here to hurt you. What do you want? To give you this. He held out a folded paper. Safer routes. Forgetting around. Maya took the paper. It was a hand-drawn map. Her neighborhood. Red lines marked her usual streets. Green lines showed alternatives. Why? Because he asked me to. Ji-hoon? The man nodded. My name is Min-sok. I didn't ask for help. You did. Last night. Maya stared at the map. This isn't what I asked for. Isn't it? Min-sok walked away. His footsteps echoed off the brick walls. Maya unfolded the map completely. The green routes avoided main streets, stayed in well-lit areas, past police stations and fire departments. Someone had taken time to plan this, to think about her safety. She climbed onto her scooter, started the engine. The map showed a green route home. Maya hesitated, then followed it. 3 blocks from Abuela's, she noticed the car. Black sedan, keeping pace. When she slowed, it slowed. When she turned, it turned. Maya's pulse jumped. At the next intersection, the sedan turned away, drove in the opposite direction. Maya sat at the red light. Her hands gripped the handlebars. Someone was watching her, but not Lucas. Someone else. Abuela's front door stuck when Maya tried the key. She pushed harder. The door opened with a screech. The strike plate was bright where the metal showed, fresh scratches in the wood. Someone had tried to force the lock. Maya felt her stomach drop. "Abuela," she called. "In the kitchen, Mija." Maya checked the windows. The fire escape. Everything looked normal. But the lock had been tampered with. She sat beside Abuela at the small table. Her grandmother was knitting something blue. Her fingers moved without looking. "How was your day?" Maya asked. "Good. Quiet. Mrs. Santos brought empanadas. Anyone else come by?" Abuela's fingers paused. "A nice young man." He fixed the mailbox. Maya's blood chilled. "What young man?" "I don't remember his name. Blonde hair, very polite." "Lucas." Maya was sure of it. "What did you tell him?" "Nothing important. That you work at the diner. That you're a good girl." Maya closed her eyes. Lucas knew her schedule, knew where she worked. Now he knew about Abuela. Her phone buzzed. "Text message from an unknown number. You can't hide behind other people forever." Maya deleted it. Another buzzed immediately. "I know where the old lady lives." Maya's hands shook. She looked at Abuela's peaceful face. Her grandmother hummed while she knitted. Lucas wouldn't hurt an old woman, would he? Maya thought about his cold voice. His need to control, the way he'd grabbed her arm. Maybe he would. She pulled out the business card, stared at the number. Pride said, "Don't call." Independence said, "Handle it yourself." Fear said, "Call him now." Maya dialed. Jihoon answered on the first ring. "Yes? It's Maya. From last night. I remember. He was here. At my grandmother's house. He tried to force the lock." The silence stretched 3 seconds. "Are you safe now?" Jihoon asked. "I think so. Stay inside. Lock the door. I'm sending someone. I don't want... They'll stay outside. You won't see them." Maya looked at Abuela, still knitting, still humming. "Okay," Maya whispered. "Good. I'll check on you tomorrow." The line went dead. Maya deadbolted the front door, checked the windows again, drew the curtains. 20 minutes later, she looked through the peephole. Red taillights glowed across the street. A sedan parked under the streetlight. Maya felt her breathing ease. Someone was watching, but this time it felt like protection. Morning came grey and humid. Maya made coffee and pan dulce for Abuela. "Sleep well, Mija?" "Fine." Maya hadn't slept at all. "You look tired." "Long week." Maya was buttering toast when the doorbell rang. Her blood froze. "I'll get it," Abuela said. "No, stay here." Maya looked through the peephole. Lucas stood in the hallway. Clean shirt, fresh haircut. His charm smile. "Who is it?" Abuela called. "No one important." Maya didn't open the door. "Maya." Lucas's voice was muffled. "I know you're there. Go away. We need to talk. We have nothing to talk about. Open the door. Please." His voice was gentle now. The voice he'd used when they first met, before the anger. "I'm not opening anything." Maya heard footsteps. The building manager's voice in the hall. "Sir, you can't be here without an invitation." "I'm visiting my girlfriend," Lucas said. "She's not your girlfriend," the manager replied. "Ask her." Maya opened the door 6 inches. The chain lock held. "Tell him," she said to the manager. The manager was a tired man named Ed. He looked between Maya and Lucas. "She says you're not welcome here," Ed said. Lucas's smile turned cold. "Maya, be reasonable." "I am being reasonable. You know me. You know I'd never hurt you." But Maya saw his hands, clenched into fists. "You need to leave," she said. "I'll be back." Lucas looked past her. "Nice place. Your grandmother's got good taste." The threat was clear. Maya felt ice in her veins. "Come on," Ed said. "Time to go." Lucas walked away. His footsteps echoed in the stairwell. Maya closed the door. Abuela stood in the kitchen doorway. "Who was that?" she asked. "Someone from work." Maya's phone buzzed. "Text message. You'll come home eventually." They all do. Below it, a photo. Maya and Lucas from last Christmas. She was smiling. He had his arm around her shoulders. Maya deleted it. But not before she noticed the thumbprint in the corner. Someone had been holding the physical photo when they took the picture. Lucas had been in her apartment, recently. Maya called Ji-hoon. "I need to see you," she said. "Where?" "Somewhere public. The coffee shop on 3rd Street. 20 minutes. Maya kissed Abuela goodbye. "I have to run an errand. Be careful, Mija. Always." The coffee shop was busy with afternoon customers. Maya chose a table by the window. Clear view of the street. Ji-hoon arrived exactly 20 minutes later. He wore dark jeans and a grey sweater. Still looked expensive. Still looked dangerous. "What happened?" he asked. Maya showed him the text. "He was in my apartment. I don't know when." Ji-hoon studied the photo. "You lived with him?" "For 8 months. I left in April." "Why?" Maya's throat tightened. "He got angry when I worked late, or when I talked to other people, or when I didn't answer his calls fast enough." "Did he hit you?" "No, but he wanted to." I could see it in his eyes. Something shifted in Ji-hoon's expression. Hard edges, cold focus. "I can make him disappear," he said quietly. "What does that mean?" "It means he won't bother you again." Maya felt her stomach lurch. "I don't want him hurt." "You want him gone?" "There's a difference." Ji-hoon was quiet for a moment. "Yes, there is. I just want him to leave me alone." "He won't." "Men like him don't stop. You don't know him." "I know the type." Ji-hoon's voice was flat, professional. Maya remembered what the vendor woman had said. "Dangerous man." "What do you do?" Maya asked. "For work. I solve problems." "What kind of problems?" "The kind that don't go away on their own." Maya studied his face. Sharp cheekbones, dark eyes that gave nothing away. "I can't pay you," she said again. "I told you. I'm not asking for payment." "Then, what do you want?" Ji-hoon was quiet for a long time. Steam rose from his coffee cup. "To help," he said finally. "Why?" "Because you asked." It was the same answer as last night. But Maya heard something else underneath it. "There's more," she said. "There's always more." Ji-hoon pulled out his phone, scrolled through something, set it on the table. A news article. 6 months old. Business executive found dead in hotel room. Maya scanned the text. An apparent suicide. No signs of struggle. The man had been under investigation for embezzlement. "You killed him?" Maya whispered. "I convinced him to choose honor over disgrace." Maya's hands went cold. "You're a killer." "I'm a businessman." "What business?" "Import and export." Maya knew that was a lie, or part of a lie. She should leave, walk away, never see him again. Instead, she stayed in her chair. "My grandmother lives alone," Maya said. "She's forgetting things, getting confused." "How confused?" "She might open the door for Lucas. If he says the right things." Ji-hoon nodded slowly. "You need protection. I need a plan. I can provide both. Without violence?" "If possible." "It has to be possible." Ji-hoon studied her face. "You have conditions." "Several." "Name them." Maya had been thinking about this since she called him. "No guards inside the building. No one follows me to work. I keep my job. I keep my independence. This is temporary." "How temporary?" "Until Lucas moves on. Men like him don't move on. Then until you convince him to." Ji-hoon smiled. It was a small expression, but it changed his whole face. "You're negotiating with me," he said. "Should I not be? Most people don't. I'm not most people." "No, you're not." Ji-hoon finished his coffee. "I'll send a driver tonight, after your shift." "I said no escorts." "Not an escort, a ride home." "One time." Maya hesitated. "Just tonight?" "Just tonight." She nodded. "Okay, good." Ji-hoon stood to leave, then stopped. "Maya?" "Yes?" "When you get home, introduce me to your grandmother." "Why?" "Because she's important to you." Something warm spread through Maya's chest. She pushed it down. "Don't make me regret this," she said. "I'll try not to." He walked away. Maya watched him go. Through the window, she saw him get into a black sedan. Same model that had been watching her building. Maya felt her heart skip. She was trusting a dangerous man, a killer. But Lucas was dangerous too. And Lucas wanted to hurt her. Ji-hoon wanted to help her. Maya hoped she could tell the difference. The diner was busy during the dinner rush. Maya served tables and poured coffee and tried not to think about the car that would be waiting after closing. At 9:30, she untied her apron, walked to the back door. A black sedan idled in the alley. Not the same one from this afternoon. This one was older, less conspicuous. The driver's window rolled down. Min-seok looked out. "Ready?" he asked. Maya climbed into the passenger seat. The car smelled of leather and coffee. "How long have you known Ji-hoon?" she asked. 15 years. Since you were kids? Since we were soldiers?" Min-seok pulled into traffic. Maya processed that information. "Korean military?" "Something like that." "What's that supposed to mean?" "It means some questions are better left alone." Maya fell quiet. The city rolled past her window. "Is he really a businessman?" she asked. "Among other things." "What other things?" "Things that pay for window repairs, and emergency locks, and safe rides home." Min-seok turned onto Maya's street. "You asked him for help. He's helping. I asked him to kiss me. That's different." "Is it?" Maya didn't have an answer. They parked outside Abuela's building. Maya could see lights in the kitchen window. "Thank you," she said. "Don't thank me yet." "What does that mean?" "It means this is just the beginning." Maya climbed out. The sedan pulled away. She took the stairs 2 at a time, used her key. The lock turned smoothly. Someone had fixed it. "Mija," Abuela called. "Come meet your friend." Maya's stomach dropped. She walked into the kitchen. Ji-hoon sat at the small table. A cup of coffee steamed in front of him. "Hello," he said. "What are you doing here?" "Having coffee with Rosa." Abuela beamed. "Such a nice young man." "Very polite." Maya stared. Ji-hoon looked different sitting in her grandmother's kitchen. Smaller, more human. "How did you get in?" Maya asked. "I knocked," Abuela said. "He wanted to make sure you got home safely." "The building has a buzzer system." "Broken," Ji-hoon said simply. Maya suspected he'd broken it himself. "Abuela, can you give us a minute?" "Of course." "Mija." Rosa picked up her knitting. "I'll be in the living room." When they were alone, Maya sat across from Ji-hoon. "You can't be here," she whispered. "Your grandmother invited me. She doesn't understand what you are." "What am I?" Maya struggled for words. "Dangerous. To you. To everyone." Ji-hoon was quiet. He sipped his coffee. "Your grandmother is kind," he said finally. "She's also confused. And trusting. And vulnerable. Which is why she needs protection. From you or from Lucas. Both, if necessary." Maya felt anger rise in her chest. "You don't get to make that choice. Someone has to. Not you." Ji-hoon studied her face. "You're afraid of me." It wasn't a question. "Yes," Maya said. "Good. Fear keeps people alive." "Is that supposed to be reassuring?" "It's supposed to be honest." Maya heard Abuela's television turn on. A telenovela theme song played. "She likes you," Maya said. "I like her too." "Why?" "She reminds me of someone." "Who?" Something shifted in Ji-hoon's expression. "Old pain. Carefully hidden." "My grandmother," he said. "She died when I was 12. Maya felt her anger soften. "I'm sorry. She made the best kimchi jjigae in Seoul, taught me to fold paper cranes." "Do you still fold them?" Ji-hoon reached into his coat. Pulled out a small origami crane. White paper, perfect creases. "Every morning," he said. Maya stared at the tiny bird. "Why?" "To remember what I've lost." "And what have you lost?" Ji-hoon tucked the crane away. Everything that mattered. The silence stretched between them. "I should go," he said. "Wait." Maya touched his arm. He went very still. "Thank you," she said, "for the window and the lock. And whatever you did to make sure I got home safe. You're welcome. But this has to stop. After tonight." "Why?" "Because I can take care of myself." Ji-hoon stood. "Can you?" "I've been doing it for 29 years. Without someone like Lucas hunting you. I'll figure it out." Ji-hoon walked to the door. Stopped with his hand on the knob. "Maya?" "Yes?" "When you figure it out, call me. I'll make sure you're still alive to celebrate." He left. Maya heard his footsteps fade down the stairs. She deadbolted the door behind him. In the living room, Abuela was watching her show. "Nice boy," she said without looking up. "He's not a boy, Abuela." "No, he's not." Maya sat beside her grandmother. On the television, A woman cried over a man in a hospital bed. "Do you think she should forgive him?" Abuela asked. "I don't know what he did. He lied to protect her." But the lie hurt people. Maya watched the woman touch the man's face. Sometimes protection and love are the same thing, and sometimes they're not. Abuela patted Maya's hand. "You'll figure out which is which." "How?" "By trusting your heart, but also your head." On screen, the woman kissed the man's forehead. He didn't wake up. Maya thought about origami cranes and broken windows and the way Ji-hoon had looked when he mentioned his grandmother. Some protection came with a price. The question was whether she could afford to pay it. Maya's phone buzzed at 6 in the morning. Unknown number, flowers for Rosa Alvarez, Building 4, Apartment 2B. Maya sat up in bed. No one sent Abuela flowers. No one knew her full name except family. And Lucas. She threw on clothes and ran to the kitchen. Abuela was making coffee. "Expecting anything today?" Maya asked. "Like what, Mija?" "Deliveries, visitors, anything unusual?" "I don't think so." The doorbell rang. Maya looked through the peephole. A delivery man in a green uniform. He held a large bouquet, white roses and baby's breath. "Rosa Alvarez?" he called. Maya didn't open the door. "Who sent them?" "Card doesn't say. Just says, 'Thinking of you.'" Maya's stomach turned. "Wrong apartment. This is 2B, right?" "No one here ordered flowers." The delivery man shrugged. "I'll take them back." Maya watched him walk away. She pulled out her phone and called Ji-hoon. "Yes?" "Someone tried to deliver flowers. For Abuela. No name on the card." "Where are you now?" "Home. Stay there. I'm coming up." "You can't just—" The line went dead. 10 minutes later, Maya heard footsteps on the stairs. Not the delivery man's heavy boots. Quiet steps that barely made sound. A soft knock. Maya looked through the peephole. Min-sok stood in the hallway. He held a piece of paper. Maya opened the door with the chain lock still on. Flower order was placed from a shop on Sunset. Min-sok said, "Paid cash. Customer description matches your ex-boyfriend. How did you find that out so fast?" I asked nicely. Maya doubted it was that simple. "What does this mean?" she asked. "It means he's probing, testing your defenses." "I don't have defenses. You have us." Maya felt something cold in her chest. "For how long?" "As long as necessary." "I told Ji-hoon this was temporary." "Temporary is a relative term." Min-sok handed her the paper. "Different routes for today. Avoid your usual patterns." Maya took the paper. "More hand-drawn maps. More careful planning." "This isn't sustainable," she said. "Neither is being stalked. Lucas will get bored. He'll move on." "Will he?" Maya wanted to say yes, but she remembered the cold satisfaction in Lucas's voice, the way he'd said they all come home eventually. "I don't know," she whispered. "That's why you need a plan." Min-sok walked away. Maya closed the door. "Who was that?" Abuela asked. "A friend. The same friend from last night? His partner?" Abuela nodded knowingly. "They're taking care of you. I can take care of myself." "Of course you can, Mija. But sometimes it's nice not to have to." Maya studied her grandmother's face. Rosa looked clearer today, more present. "What would you do?" Maya asked. "If someone was bothering you?" "Depends what kind of bothering. The persistent kind. I'd find bigger fish." "What?" "When I was young, there was a boy who wouldn't leave me alone, followed me to work, left letters under my door. What did you do?" "I told your grandfather." Abuela smiled. "He was 6 feet tall and had arms like tree, trunks. The boy found someone else to bother." Abuelo never mentioned that. Men don't like to brag about the obvious things. Maya thought about Ji-hoon. Definitely bigger fish than Lucas. "What if the fish is dangerous?" she asked. "All fish are dangerous, Mija. The question is, which one will eat you first?" Maya used Min-sok's routes to get to work. 3 extra turns, 2 additional miles, but no black sedans in her mirrors. The diner was busy with the breakfast crowd. Maya served coffee and eggs and tried to act normal. At 10 o'clock, a man in a suit came in. Tall, Asian, not Ji-hoon or Min-sok. He sat at the counter, ordered coffee and toast. "Quiet morning," he said when Maya refilled his cup. "Not too bad. I heard you had some trouble with your window." Maya's hand stilled. "Excuse me?" "Yesterday. Someone fixed it for you." "Who are you?" The man smiled. A friend of a friend. He left a 20 on the counter. The toast was untouched. Maya watched him walk to a black sedan. Same model as always. Her phone buzzed. Text from Jihoon. Everything okay? Maya typed back. Your friend was just here. Good. Means the message got delivered. What message? That you're protected. Maya deleted the thread, but she felt safer anyway. The rest of her shift passed quietly. No broken windows. No strange customers. No Lucas. At closing time, Maya walked to the back door. No car waited in the alley. She climbed on her scooter and headed home. Used Minseok's routes again. 3 blocks from Abuela's, she noticed the sedan. Same one from the diner, keeping pace. But this time it felt like an escort, not a threat. Maya parked outside her building. The sedan stopped across the street. She waved. The driver flashed his headlights once. Maya went upstairs. The apartment smelled of garlic and cumin. Abuela had made arroz con pollo. Dinner's ready, Abuela called. Smells amazing. They ate at the small table. Abuela talked about her telenovela. Maya listened and tried not to think about the car outside. You're distracted, Mija. Just tired. Is it the boy? Which boy? The one who came for coffee. Jihoon. Maya nearly choked on her rice. He's not a boy, Abuela. No, he's a man. A serious man. Too serious. Serious men make the best husbands. Abuela. What? He's handsome, polite, has good manners. He's also dangerous. All the good ones are. Rosa cleared the dishes. Maya helped her wash and dry. What was Abuelo like? Maya asked. When you first met him? Terrifying. Really? He was a boxer, had scars on his hands and a broken nose. All the girls were afraid of him, but not you. I was terrified, but also fascinated. What changed your mind? Rosa dried a plate slowly. He brought me soup when I was sick, sat with me all night. Never asked for anything in return. That's it? Sometimes the smallest gestures reveal the biggest hearts. Maya thought about origami cranes, about coffee shared in her grandmother's kitchen. Did you ever regret it? She asked. Marrying him? Every day for 52 years. Abuela. Rosa laughed. I'm joking, Mija. Mostly. They finished the dishes in comfortable silence. At 9 o'clock, Maya's phone rang. Jihoon's number. Can we talk? He asked. About what? Your situation. It's escalating. Maya looked at Abuela. She was knitting on the couch. Safe and content. Where? Maya asked. Downstairs. I'm in the lobby. Maya felt her heart skip. You can't keep showing up here. 5 minutes. The line went dead. Maya grabbed her jacket. I'll be right back, she told Abuela. Where are you going? To talk to Jihoon. Rosa smiled. Give him my regards. Maya took the stairs down. Jihoon waited by the mailboxes. He wore dark jeans and a black sweater. Still looked expensive. This has to stop, Maya said. What has to stop? You showing up whenever you want. Your people watching me. All of it. You called me for help. I called you for advice. Sometimes they're the same thing. Maya crossed her arms. What's escalating? Your ex-boyfriend made some calls today. To people he shouldn't call. What kind of people? The kind who solve problems for money. Maya felt ice in her veins. He hired someone? He tried. My people discouraged him. How? They explained the situation. Clearly. Maya didn't want to know what that meant. This is getting out of hand, she said. Yes, it is. I should call the police. And tell them what? That your ex-boyfriend tried to hire muscle? That someone broke your window with no proof? Maya knew he was right. Lucas was careful. He'd never left evidence. So what do I do? She asked. You accept protection. Until this is resolved. For how long? However long it takes. Maya felt trapped. Between Lucas's obsession and Jihoon's help. I don't want to owe you, she said. You don't owe me anything. Then why help me? Jihoon was quiet for a long moment. Because when you asked me to kiss you, you looked the way my wife looked the night she died. Maya's breath caught. Your wife? Terrified, desperate, and completely alone. Something shifted in Jihoon's expression. Old pain, fresh as yesterday. I couldn't help her, he said quietly, but I can help you. Maya felt her chest tighten. What happened to her? Car accident. She was 8 months pregnant. Oh God. They were coming home from her doctor's appointment. Someone ran a red light. Maya reached for his hand without thinking. He didn't pull away. "I'm sorry," she whispered. "It was 2 years ago. Does it get easier?" "No, you just get better at carrying it." They stood in the lobby, Maya's hand in his, both of them remembering different losses. "The baby?" Maya asked. "A boy. We were going to name him James. American name. She wanted him to fit in here, to belong." Jihoon's voice was steady, but Maya saw the tightness around his eyes. "The origami crane," she said. "It's for them. One every morning. So I don't forget. You won't forget. People do. When the pain gets too heavy." Maya squeezed his hand. "Not you. How can you be sure?" "So, because you fold the cranes, because you still say their names." Jihoon looked at their joined hands. "I haven't talked about them in months. Maybe you needed to. Maybe." The silence stretched between them, but it wasn't uncomfortable anymore. "I need conditions," Maya said finally. "Name them. No guards inside this building. Abuela doesn't know what you really do." "I keep working." "Agreed. And I need to know what I'm agreeing to. Protection, until Lucas is no longer a threat. How will you make that happen?" "Peacefully, if possible. It has to be possible." "I'll try." Maya nodded slowly. "Okay, okay. I accept your help. For now." Jihoon's hand tightened on hers. "Good, but I have one more condition." "What?" "No more surprises. If something happens, you tell me." "Agreed." Maya pulled her hand free. "I should go back up." "Maya?" "Yes?" "Thank you." "For what?" "For listening. About my wife." Maya felt warmth spread through her chest. "What was her name?" "Jennifer. Jenny. She was lucky to have you." "No, I was lucky to have her." Jihoon walked toward the door, stopped before opening it. "Maya?" "Yes?" "Lock your door tonight. Don't open it for anyone. Not even you? Especially not me." He left. Maya watched through the glass as he got into a black sedan. She took the elevator up. Abuela was still knitting. "How was your talk?" Rosa asked. "Complicated. The best ones usually are." Maya sat beside her grandmother. "He lost his wife and baby." "Ah." Rosa's needles clicked softly. "That explains the sadness." "What sadness?" "In his eyes. Very deep, very old." Maya hadn't noticed. But now that Abuela mentioned it, she could see it too. "He's helping me," Maya said. "With Lucas?" Maya nodded. "Good. You need help. I can handle Lucas myself." "Of course you can, Mija. But why should you have to?" Maya didn't have an answer for that. The next morning brought rain. Maya woke to water drumming against the windows. She made coffee and checked the news. Nothing about missing persons or unexplained deaths. Whatever Jihoon's people had done to discourage Lucas, it hadn't made headlines. At 8 o'clock, her phone rang. Unknown number. "Hello? Maya, it's Minseok. Can you come downstairs?" "Why?" "We need to relocate you. Temporarily." Maya's stomach dropped. "What happened?" "Someone was asking questions about your building, about which apartment you live in." "Lucas?" "Lucas plus friends. Come down. Bring your grandmother. Pack light." "Where are we going?" "Somewhere. Safe." Maya hung up. Her hands shook as she woke Abuela. "Mija, what's wrong?" "We need to go somewhere. For a few days." "Go where?" "With friends. People who will keep us safe." Rosa didn't ask more questions. She packed a small suitcase with practiced efficiency. Maya threw clothes into a bag, toothbrush, phone charger, the business card with Jihoon's number. 20 minutes later, they stood in the lobby. Minseok waited by the door. A different man stood by the elevator. "Mrs. Alvarez," Minseok said. "I'm honored to meet you." "Such a polite young man," Abuela whispered to Maya. They walked to the street. 2 black sedans waited, engines running. "Separate cars?" Maya asked. "Safer," Minseok said. "Your grandmother goes with Kim. You come with me." Maya helped Abuela into the first car. Rosa seemed confused but not frightened. "Where are we going?" she asked. "To visit Jihoon," Maya said. "You remember him? The nice boy who likes coffee." "That's right." Maya climbed into the second car. Minseok drove through the rain. "How bad is it?" she asked. "Lucas made contact with some people. People who don't care about collateral damage. Meaning what? Meaning your grandmother could get hurt. Accidentally. Maya felt cold spread through her chest. He wouldn't hurt an old woman. He might not have a choice. Once you hire muscle, they do things their way. The city blurred past. Maya had never felt so helpless. How long do we have to hide? She asked. Until the situation is resolved. What does that mean? It means we're going to have a conversation with Lucas. And his new friends. Maya remembered. Jihoon's flat voice talking about problems that don't go away on their own. You're going to kill him, she said quietly. Only if necessary. It's not necessary. That's not your decision anymore. Maya stared at Min-seok's profile. Yes, it is. Is it? He escalated. He brought in professionals. He put your grandmother at risk. She's innocent, which is exactly why this has to end. The car turned into an underground garage. Maya had never seen the building before. Glass and steel. Expensive. They rode the elevator to the 20th floor. The doors opened onto a hallway with one apartment. Penthouse. Min-seok unlocked the door. Maya stepped into a space that looked like a magazine photo. Minimalist furniture, floor-to-ceiling windows, city views in every direction. Jihoon stood by the kitchen island. He wore dark pants and a white shirt. He looked like he belonged here. Where's Abuela? Maya asked. Safe. In the guest suite. I want to see her. Of course. Jihoon led her down a hallway. He knocked softly on a door. Rosa? Maya's here. The door opened. Abuela appeared in a silk robe that was too big for her. Mija. This place is like a palace. Maya looked past her grandmother. The guest room was larger than her entire apartment. King bed, sitting area, view of downtown. Are you okay? Maya asked. Very comfortable. The housekeeper brought tea and cookies. Mrs. Kim is taking good care of you? Such a sweet woman. Speaks perfect Spanish. Maya hugged her grandmother. Rosa felt small and fragile. How long do we stay here? Abuela whispered. I don't know. It's very fancy. Yes. Jihoon must be very successful. Maya thought about import and export businesses that solved problems. Something like that, she said. They said good night. Maya followed Jihoon back to the main room. She can't stay here, Maya said. Why not? Because this isn't her home. Her home isn't safe. Maya walked to the windows. Rain streaked the glass. The city looked small from this height. How long? She asked. 72 hours, maybe less. And then what? Then, Lucas is no longer a problem. Maya turned around. You're going to kill him. I'm going to resolve the situation. That's not an answer. Jihoon poured himself a glass of water. It's the only answer I can give. I won't be responsible for someone's death. You're not responsible. He is. I asked you for help. And I'm helping. Maya felt tears prick her eyes. Not this way. What way would you prefer? Wait until he hurts your grandmother? Wait until he decides talking isn't enough? There has to be another option. Name one. Maya couldn't. That was the problem. I need air, she said. There's a balcony. I need space. From me? Maya nodded. Your room is down the hall, next to your grandmother's. Mrs. Kim left clothes in the closet. Whose clothes? Something shifted in Jihoon's expression. They'll fit. Maya realized they were his wife's clothes, still hanging in closets 2 years later. I can't wear her things, Maya whispered. She would want you to. You don't know that. I know she would want you to be safe. That was the kind of person she was. Maya felt her chest tighten. What was she like? Kind, stubborn. She argued with me about everything. Everything? Where to eat dinner? What color to paint the nursery? Whether I worked too much. Did you? Yes. Jihoon's voice was quiet. Maya heard the regret underneath. She sounds wonderful, Maya said. She was. The silence stretched between them. I'll stay tonight, Maya said finally. But I won't hide forever. 72 hours. And then I go home. With or without your help. Understood. Maya walked toward the hallway, stopped at the entrance. Jihoon? Yes? Don't kill him. Please. I'll try. Maya knew it wasn't a promise, but it was all she was going to get. Maya woke to silence and grey light. For a moment, she forgot where she was. The bed was too soft, the room too quiet. Then memory returned. Lucas, the threats, the penthouse prison. She checked her phone. 7 a.m. No messages. Maya dressed in jeans and a sweater from the closet. They fit perfectly. Jenny had been exactly her size. The thought made her stomach twist. In the main room, Jihoon stood by the windows. He wore a dark suit. His hair was slicked back. Going somewhere? Maya asked. Business. Meeting. What kind of business? The kind that resolves problems. Maya felt ice in her veins. You're going to see Lucas. I'm going to have a conversation. With who? The people he hired. Jihoon turned from the window. His face was perfectly calm. Stay here, he said. Mrs. Kim will take care of you and Rosa. For how long? Until I get back. And if you don't come back, Minzok knows what to do. Maya grabbed his arm. Don't do this. It's already decided. By who? By Lucas. When he brought professionals into this. Maya felt panic rise in her throat. There has to be another way. There is. You could have called the police 6 months ago. Filed reports. Created a paper trail. I thought he would get bored. Men like Lucas don't get bored. They get angrier. Jihoon's voice was flat. Professional. How long have you been planning this? Maya asked. Since the moment you asked me to kiss you. What does that mean? It means I knew how this would end. Maya stared at his face. The careful control. The cold focus. You're not the same person who had coffee with Abuela, she whispered. No, I'm not. Which one is real? Both. Jihoon walked toward the door. Maya followed him. I'm coming with you, she said. No, it's my problem. Not anymore. You can't just decide that. Jihoon stopped, turned around. For a moment, his mask slipped. I lost everything once because I wasn't strong enough to protect it, he said quietly. I won't make that mistake again. This isn't about your wife, isn't it? Maya saw the pain in his eyes, fresh and raw despite 2 years. I'm not Jenny, she said softly. No, you're not, and I don't need you to save me. Yes, you do. Jihoon cupped her face. His palm was warm against her cheek. I'll be back, he said. Promise me. I can't. Promise me you won't kill him. Maya, promise me. Jihoon's thumb traced her cheekbone. I'll try to find another way. That's not a promise. It's all I can give you. He kissed her forehead. Gentle pressure, like a blessing. Then he was gone. Maya stood alone in the vast apartment. Rain drummed against the windows. Somewhere in the city, Jihoon was driving toward violence, and there was nothing she could do to stop it. Mrs. Kim appeared with breakfast, scrambled eggs, fresh fruit, coffee that smelled like heaven. Jihoon left, Maya said. I know. Do you know where he went? I know it's not my business to ask. Mrs. Kim was a small woman with grey hair and kind eyes. She spoke perfect English with a slight accent. How long have you worked for him? Maya asked. Since he bought this place. After his wife died. A month after. He needed someone to make sure he ate, slept, remembered to be human. Maya pushed eggs around her plate. Did you know Jenny? Very well. She was like a daughter to me. What was she like? Mrs. Kim smiled. Stubborn, independent. She argued with Jihoon about everything. He mentioned that. She was good for him, made him laugh, reminded him there was more to life than work. What kind of work? Mrs. Kim's smile faded. The kind that pays for apartments like this. She cleared the dishes without saying more. Maya walked to Abuela's room. Rosa was dressed and sitting by the window. Buenos dias, mija. Did you sleep well? Very well. This bed is like a cloud. Good. Maya sat beside her grandmother. Below them, the city moved in slow patterns. Where is Jihoon? Rosa asked. Working. Dangerous work? Maya looked at her grandmother's face. Rosa's eyes were clear today. Present. Maybe, Maya said. He's protecting you. I know. You don't like it. I don't like feeling helpless. Rosa patted her hand. Sometimes the bravest thing is letting someone help you. And sometimes the stupidest thing is trusting the wrong person. Which one is Jihoon? Maya didn't have an answer. Noon came and went. No word from Jihoon. Maya tried to read, tried to watch television, tried to nap. Nothing worked. At 2 o'clock, her phone rang. Unknown number. Hello? Maya. Lucas's voice made her blood freeze. How did you get this number? I get a lot of things, including your address. I'm not at home. I know where you are. Maya felt the room tilt. That's impossible. 20th floor, corner penthouse. Nice view. Maya ran to the window, looked down at the street. A black sedan sat in front of the building, different from Jihoon's cars. What do you want? Maya whispered. To talk. We have nothing to talk about. Your boyfriend killed 3 people today. Maya's knees went weak. What? 3 professionals? Good men with families. You're lying. Am I? Check the news. Warehouse fire in San Pedro. 3 bodies found in the wreckage. Maya's hands shook as she pulled up news websites. Nothing yet. Too early for reports. Why are you telling me this? She asked. Because you need to understand what kind of man you're trusting. You hired those men. To talk, to negotiate, not to die. Maya felt bile rise in her throat. I don't believe you. Believe whatever you want. But ask yourself, if he killed for you once, what stops him from killing you when you become inconvenient? The line went dead. Maya stared at the phone. Her hands wouldn't stop shaking. Mrs. Kim appeared in the doorway. Everything okay? I need to go out. Jihoon said to stay here. Jihoon's not here. Maya grabbed her jacket. Mrs. Kim stepped in front of the door. Please, the older woman said. It's not safe. Nothing's safe. Maya pushed past her, took the elevator down to the garage. The black sedan was gone from the street, but Maya could feel eyes watching from somewhere. She hailed a taxi, gave the driver her apartment address. The ride took 20 minutes. Maya stared out the window and tried not to think about warehouse, fires. Her building looked the same as always. Old brick, cracked sidewalks. Normal. Maya paid the driver and went upstairs. Her apartment door was still locked. Inside, everything was exactly as she'd left it. Coffee cup in the sink, unmade bed, stack of bills on the counter. No sign that anything had changed. Maya sat on her couch and called Jihoon. Straight to voicemail. She tried Minsok. Same thing. At 4 o'clock, the news broke. 3 dead in San Pedro warehouse fire. Police suspect arson. No names released. No details about the victims. But Maya knew. She knew Jihoon had kept his word in the worst possible way. Maya was making coffee when she heard footsteps in the hallway. Heavy boots. Multiple people. She looked through the peephole. 2 men in expensive suits. Not police, not building maintenance. Professionals. Maya backed away from the door, grabbed her phone. The men didn't knock. One pulled out tools, started working on the lock. Maya ran to the fire escape, climbed through the kitchen window. Metal stairs rattled under her feet. She took them 2 at a time. Behind her, she heard the front door open. Maya reached the alley. Her scooter was parked by the dumpster. She kicked the engine to life and pulled into traffic. Her phone rang. Unknown number. You can't run forever, Lucas said. Watch me. I have more people. They know all your places now. Then what do you want? To meet, to talk, just the 2 of us. So, you can kill me? So I can explain. Maya turned onto the freeway. Explain what? That your boyfriend is a monster, and you're next on his list. That's crazy. Is it? How much do you really know about him? Maya thought about import and export businesses, about problems that got solved with violence. I know enough, she said. Do you know about the family in Oakland, the ones who couldn't pay their debts? Maya's hands tightened on the handlebars. What family? Mother, father, 8-year-old daughter, found shot in their car last month. Jihoon wouldn't hurt a child, wouldn't he? How can you be sure? Maya couldn't be sure. That was the problem. 1 meeting, Lucas said. Public place, lots of witnesses. Why would I agree to that? Because if you don't, I'll send my people to the penthouse to have a conversation with your grandmother. Maya felt the world tilt. You wouldn't test me. The line went dead. Maya pulled over, sat on her scooter in a gas station parking lot. Lucas was right about one thing. She didn't really know Jihoon. She knew he folded origami cranes. She knew he'd lost his wife and child, but she didn't know what he did for a living. Not really. Import and export. Problems that get solved. Conversations that end in warehouse fires. Maya called Abuela. Mija, where are you? Are you safe? Is Mrs. Kim still there? Yes, but Jihoon came back. He's very upset. About what? You're not here. Maya heard voices in the background. Jihoon saying her name. Put him on, Maya said. Maya. Ji-hoon's voice was tight with controlled fury. Where are you? Somewhere safe. No, you're not. Come back. Now. Did you kill those men? Silence. Did you? Maya pressed. Yes. The word hit Maya like a physical blow. All three? Yes. Why? Because they were going to hurt you. And your grandmother? Maya felt tears start. There had to be another way. There wasn't. You didn't try. I tried for 2 years to find other ways. They don't work. Maya heard the pain underneath his anger, old grief mixing with new fury. I'm not Jenny, she whispered. No, you're alive. And you're going to stay that way. Not if I hide forever. You'll hide as long as necessary. That's not your choice. Yes, it is. Maya closed her eyes. Lucas wants to meet, to talk. Absolutely not, he threatened Abuela. Let him try. Ji-hoon, no. You come back. We end this properly. How? By making Lucas disappear. Maya felt cold spread through her chest. You're talking about murder. I'm talking about protection. Those are different things. Not in my world. Maya realized that was the problem. They lived in different worlds. I have to go, she said. Maya, don't. She hung up. Sat in the gas station parking lot as the sun set. Lucas had threatened Abuela. Ji-hoon had killed 3 men, and Maya was caught between them with no good choices left. Her phone buzzed. Text message from Lucas. Parking structure. 4th Street and Main. 1 hour. Come alone. Maya stared at the message. She could go back to the penthouse. Let Ji-hoon solve this his way. Or she could meet Lucas. Try to find a solution that didn't involve more bodies. Maya started her scooter, drove toward downtown. The parking structure was grey concrete and shadows. Maya's footsteps echoed as she climbed to the 3rd level. Lucas waited by the east wall. He looked the same as always. Clean clothes, fresh haircut, the smile that had fooled her for 8 months. You came, he said. You threatened my grandmother. I threatened to talk to her. That's different. Maya kept her distance. What do you want? For you to understand what you've gotten yourself into. I understand perfectly. Do you? Your boyfriend runs the Korean mob in this city. I know what he does. Do you know about the protection rackets, the illegal gambling, the women they bring in from overseas? Maya felt her stomach turn. You're lying. Am I? Ask him about the massage parlors in Koreatown. Ask him about the girls who can't speak English. Even if that's true, it doesn't change anything. Doesn't it? Lucas stepped closer. Maya backed away. I was never perfect, he said. I know that. I was jealous, controlling, but I never killed anyone. You hired people to hurt me, to protect you. From him? Maya laughed bitterly. Protect me? You've been stalking me for 6 months. Because I love you. That's not love. That's obsession. What's the difference? Maya stared at his face, saw the genuine confusion in his eyes. Love wants the other person to be happy, she said quietly, even if that means letting them go. I can't let you go. You have to. Not to him. Not to a killer. Lucas pulled out his phone, showed her photos, crime scenes, bodies in cars, families who'd crossed the wrong people. This is what he does, Lucas said. This is who he is. Maya turned away. I've seen enough. Have you? Because there's more. I don't want to see more. Your boyfriend's wife. The car accident. It wasn't an accident. Maya's blood turned to ice. What? She found out about his business, threatened to leave, to take the baby. You're lying. She was going to testify. Federal case. He couldn't let that happen. Maya felt the world tilt. No. Ask him about the brake lines. Ask him why she lost control on a straight road. Stop. Ask him why he carries that origami crane. Guilt or grief? Maya's hands shook. You don't know what you're talking about. Don't I? Lucas stepped closer. Maya smelled his cologne, the same scent that used to comfort her. I'm offering you a way out, he said. Come with me. Leave the city. Start over somewhere safe. With you? With someone who's never killed the people he claims to love. Maya looked at Lucas's face, saw the desperation underneath the charm. What if I say no? Then you go back to your killer and hope you don't end up like his wife. And my grandmother? Safe. As long as you choose correctly. Maya felt trapped between Lucas's obsession and Jihoon's violence. "I need time to think," she said. "You have until midnight. That's not enough time. It's all the time you get." Lucas walked toward the exit, stopped before disappearing. "Maya? What?" "When you're thinking, remember that I never lied to you about who I am." He left. Maya stood alone in the concrete shadows. Her phone buzzed. Text from Jihoon. "Where are you?" "We need to talk." Maya stared at the message. Lucas was right about one thing. She didn't really know who Jihoon was. She knew the man who folded cranes for his dead wife. But she didn't know the man who ran massage parlors and killed families. Maya walked to her scooter. She had 5 hours to decide which version was real, and whether it mattered either way. Maya drove through the city without destination. Her mind raced between Lucas's accusations and Jihoon's careful silences. The massage parlors could be legitimate businesses. The families could have been criminals themselves, or Lucas could be telling the truth. At 10 o'clock, Maya found herself outside the night market, the same place where this had all started. She parked her scooter and walked through the vendors. Steam rose from food carts. Families shared late dinners. Everything looked normal, peaceful. But Maya knew better now, knew that normal was just a mask people wore. Her phone rang. Jihoon's number. "I'm coming to get you," he said without preamble. "I'm not at the apartment. I know where you are." Maya looked around. Saw nothing suspicious, but that didn't mean anything. "How?" "Your phone has GPS. You're tracking me." "I'm protecting you." Maya felt anger spike in her chest. "By spying on me? By making sure you stay alive? What about the massage parlors?" Silence. "What about them?" Jihoon asked finally. "Are they yours?" "Some of them." "Are the women there willingly?" "Some of them." Maya's stomach twisted. "What about the others?" "That's not how this works." "What?" "You don't get to interrogate me. You get to trust me or not trust me." "How can I trust someone who won't answer simple questions?" "Because the answers aren't simple." Maya saw a black sedan pull into the market parking lot. "I have to go," she said. "Maya, wait." She hung up. Started walking deeper into the market. Behind her, car doors slammed. Footsteps followed. Maya ducked between vendor stalls, pushed through crowds of families. A hand grabbed her shoulder. "Time to go," Minsok's voice. "Let go of me." Jihoon's orders. "I don't take orders from Jihoon." "Tonight you do." Maya twisted free. Started running. She made it 50 feet before other hands caught her. 2 men in dark suits, not rough, but firm. They walked her to the sedan. Maya didn't fight. Too many witnesses. Jihoon waited in the back seat. "Interesting evening?" he asked as they drove away. "Lucas told me things." "What kind of things?" "About your business, about your wife." Jihoon's face went completely still. "What about my wife?" "That the car accident wasn't an accident." "It wasn't." Maya's breath caught. "You killed her?" "I killed the man who cut her brake lines." "What?" "She was testifying in a federal case against my competitors. They couldn't let that happen." Maya stared at his profile. "She was working with the FBI?" "She was trying to get us both out. Clean money, clean life." "And you killed her for it?" Jihoon turned to face her. His eyes held 2 years of pain. "I killed for her," he said quietly. "I've been killing for her ever since." Maya felt the world shift underneath her. "The origami crane," she whispered. "I fold one every morning. To remind myself why I do this work. To remember her. To remember that some people deserve justice, even when the law can't provide it." Maya thought about Lucas's version. About guilt versus grief. "Why didn't you tell me?" "Because you wouldn't have understood. Try me." Jihoon was quiet for several blocks. "Jenny was an immigration lawyer," he said finally. "She helped people get legal status, build legitimate lives. That's how you met." "I hired her to help clean up my business, make it legitimate. Did it work?" "We were getting close. Then the Colombians decided they didn't want competition." Maya heard the old fury in his voice, carefully controlled but still burning. "So you went after them?" "I went after everyone. The Colombians. The dirty cops. The federal prosecutor who sold her name. How many people?" "Enough." Maya felt cold spread through her chest. "And the massage parlors? The trafficking? Those aren't mine. Those are what I'm trying to shut down. By taking them over, by making them too expensive to operate. Maya tried to process this. You're fighting human trafficking by becoming a criminal? I'm fighting criminals by being better at crime than they are. That doesn't make sense. It makes perfect sense. You just don't like it. The sedan pulled into the penthouse garage. Maya didn't move to get out. What about Lucas? She asked. What about him? He wants me to leave with him. Tonight. Absolutely not. Why? Because you want to control me too? Jihoon's jaw tightened. Because I want you alive. Maybe I'd be safer with him. Maybe you'd be dead by morning. Maya looked at Jihoon's face, saw the fear underneath the anger. You really think he'd hurt me? I think desperate men do desperate things, like killing 3 people in a warehouse. Like that. Maya opened the car door. I need to think. Think upstairs, where it's safe. Everywhere's dangerous now. Yes, it is. They rode the elevator in silence. Maya felt the weight of impossible choices. Trust Lucas and risk everything on the word of an obsessive ex-boyfriend. Trust Jihoon and risk everything on the word of a killer who claimed to love justice. Either way, people were going to die. The question was whether she'd be one of them. Maya found Abuela in the guest room, knitting by the window. Her grandmother looked up with worried eyes. Mija, you're safe. For now. Maya sat on the bed. Abuela, I need to ask you something. Of course. If someone you cared about did terrible things for good reasons, would that make them good or terrible? Rosa set down her knitting. That depends. On what? On whether the terrible things made them more terrible or more sad. Maya thought about Jihoon's face when he talked about his wife, the careful way he folded origami cranes. What if they made him both? Then you have to decide which matters more to you. How? By asking yourself what you see when you look at him. A monster or a man who's been hurt? Maya heard footsteps in the hallway, Jihoon's voice speaking Korean to someone. What do you see when you look at him? Maya asked. A man who makes very good coffee, Rosa said. And who looks at you the way your grandfather looked at me? How's that? Like you're the most important thing in the world. Maya felt tears prick her eyes. What if he's lying about everything? What if Lucas is? Lucas never killed anyone. Are you sure? Maya wasn't sure of anything anymore. A soft knock interrupted them. Jihoon stood in the doorway. Mrs. Kim has dinner ready, he said. I'm not hungry. You need to eat. It wasn't a suggestion. Maya kissed Abuela's cheek and followed Jihoon to the dining room. Mrs. Kim had set the table for 3. Kimchi, rice, some kind of stew that smelled incredible. Sit, Mrs. Kim ordered. Maya sat. Jihoon took the chair across from her. Jenny loved this stew, Mrs. Kim said as she served, especially when she was pregnant. Mrs. Kim, Jihoon said quietly. What? The girl should know about her. It's fine, Maya said. I want to know. Mrs. Kim smiled and continued serving. She had terrible morning sickness, could barely keep anything down, but this stew she could eat. What was in it? Maya asked. Beef, potatoes, love. Maya tasted the stew. It was perfect, rich and comforting. She would have liked you, Mrs. Kim said. How can you know that? Because you argue with him. She always said he needed someone who wouldn't back down. Maya looked at Jihoon. Did she win the arguments? Usually. What did you argue about? Whether I should quit the business, move somewhere normal, raise our son in peace. She wanted that. Every day. What did you want? Jihoon was quiet for a long moment. I wanted her to be right, that there was a version of me worth saving. Maya felt something shift in her chest. Is there? I don't know anymore. The honesty in his voice made Maya's throat tight. Lucas thinks you killed her, she said quietly. I know. Did you? Every day. Maya blinked. What? Every choice I made led to her death. Every enemy I created, every line I crossed. That's not the same as murder, isn't it? Jihoon set down his spoon. She died because of who I am, because of what I do. If that's not murder, it's close enough. Maya studied his face, saw the guilt he carried. The weight of it. Is that why you helped me? Partly. What's the other part? When you asked me to kiss you, you reminded me what it felt like to protect something instead of destroy it. Maya's breath caught. You don't destroy things. I destroyed 3 men today. Who were going to hurt innocent people? Does that make it better? I don't know. Neither do I. Mrs. Kim cleared the dishes without comment, left them alone. Lucas wants me to leave with him tonight, Maya said. Jihoon's hands stilled on the table. I know. How? Because I know men like him. What if he's right? What if you're the real danger? Then you should go with him. Maya blinked. What? If you think I'm going to hurt you, you should leave. Just like that? Just like that. Maya searched his face. You'd let me go? I'd drive you to him myself. Why? Because I love you too much to keep you prisoner. The words hung between them. Love. Simple and devastating. You love me? Maya whispered. Yes. Since when? Since the moment you asked a stranger to save you. Maya felt tears start. That's not love. That's pity. No. Pity would have been giving you money and walking away. Then, what was it? Recognition. Of what? Of someone worth saving. Maya stared across the table. Jihoon's face was open, vulnerable. I'm scared of you, she said. Good. That's not romantic. I'm not trying to be romantic. I'm trying to be honest. Lucas says you'll kill me when I become inconvenient. Lucas is probably right. Maya's blood chilled. What? Not me personally, but this life, this world, it kills everything good, eventually. Then why ask me to stay in it? Because the alternative is worse. How can you know that? Jihoon reached across the table, took her hand. Because Lucas won't stop, he said quietly. Even if you go with him tonight, even if you marry him and have his children, he'll never stop needing to control you. And you will? I'll try. That's not good enough. It's all I can offer. Maya looked at their joined hands. His fingers were warm, strong. What happens if I stay? I make sure Lucas never bothers you again. By killing him, if necessary. And then? Then you decide if you can live with who I am. What if I can't? Then you leave, and I don't follow. Maya felt tears slip down her cheeks. You promise? I promise. How do I know you mean it? Because I've already lost one woman I loved. I won't make the same mistakes twice. Maya squeezed his hand. What mistakes? Thinking I could change. Thinking love was enough to make me better. Maybe it is. Jenny thought so too. Maybe she was right. Maybe. But I won't bet your life on it. Maya pulled her hand free, wiped her eyes. I need to walk, she said. It's not safe. Nothing's safe. The roof garden is safe. Maya had forgotten about the garden. Okay. They took the elevator to the top floor. The doors opened onto a space that looked like a secret world. Trees and flowers, stone paths, city lights twinkling below. Jenny designed this, Jihoon said. It's beautiful. She wanted our son to have somewhere to play. Somewhere green. Maya walked among the plants. Everything was perfectly maintained. Do you come up here often? Every morning. When I fold the crane. Can I see you do it? Jihoon looked surprised. Now, if you don't mind. He pulled a square of white paper from his pocket. His hands moved with practiced precision, fold after fold until a tiny bird emerged. Where did you learn? My grandmother, she said. Cranes carry prayers to heaven. What do you pray for? Forgiveness. From who? Jenny, my son. Everyone I've hurt. Jihoon set the crane on a stone bench. It looked impossibly small and fragile. Do you think they forgive you? Maya asked. I think they want me to forgive myself. Can you? I don't know. Maya sat beside the crane. What was his name going to be? Your son? James. After her father, American name. She wanted him to belong here. He would have. Maybe. Maya picked up the crane. It weighed nothing. What if you stopped? She asked. Stopped what? All of it. The business, the violence, everything. And do what? Whatever people do. Normal people. Jihoon sat beside her. I don't know how to be normal. You could learn. Could you teach me? Maya looked at his face, saw the hope he was trying to hide. I don't know, she said honestly. That's more than Jenny ever offered. What did she offer? Ultimatums. Change or lose her. Maybe that was the only way she knew how to help. Maybe. But it didn't work. Maya's phone buzzed. Text message from Lucas. 1 hour left. Choose carefully. Maya showed Jihoon the message. He's getting impatient, Jihoon said. What happens at midnight? Nothing good. You think he'll hurt Abuela? I think he'll try. Maya felt panic rise in her throat. We have to stop him. We will. How? By ending this. Tonight, Maya heard the finality in his voice. You're going to kill him. If he forces me to. There has to be another way. Name one. Maya couldn't. That was the problem. What if I go with him? She said quietly. You'll be dead within a month. How can you be so sure? Because men like Lucas don't stop escalating. They stop when someone stops them. And you're someone? I'm the only someone you've got. Maya stood up. Walked to the garden's edge. The city spread out below like a circuit board. If I stay, what happens to us? I don't know. That's not an answer. It's the only honest answer I have. Maya turned around. Ji-hoon hadn't moved from the bench. You really love me? She asked. Yes. Even though you barely know me? I know enough. What do you know? I know you asked a dangerous stranger for help rather than hurt someone yourself. I know you worked 2 jobs to take care of your grandmother. I know you walked away from a comfortable life because it came with too many conditions. That doesn't mean anything. It means everything. Maya felt tears start again. I'm scared. Of me? Of choosing wrong. Of someone getting hurt because of my choice. Someone's going to get hurt either way. How do I live with that? By making sure it's not someone innocent. Maya's phone rang. Lucas. Time's up, she said to Ji-hoon. Answer it. Maya accepted the call. Well? Lucas asked. I need more time. You've had 6 months. That's not what I mean. I know exactly what you mean. You're choosing the killer. Maya looked at Ji-hoon. He watched her with calm eyes. I'm choosing myself, she said. What does that mean? It means I'm done being scared. Of you. Of him. Of making the wrong choice. Maya. I'm hanging up now. Don't call again. Wait. What about your grandmother? What about her? She's a sweet old lady. It would be a shame if something happened to her. Maya felt ice flood her veins. If you touch her, I'll kill you myself. No, you won't, but he will. And then you'll have blood on your hands forever. The line went dead. Maya stared at the phone. Her hands shook with rage. He threatened her, she said. I heard. We have to do something. We will. Ji-hoon stood up. His face had gone completely cold. What are you going to do? Maya asked. What I should have done from the beginning, which is... End this. Ji-hoon walked toward the elevator. Maya followed. I'm coming with you. She said. No, it's my fight. Not anymore. Yes, it is. He threatened my family. Ji-hoon stopped, turned around. If you come with me, you'll see things. Things you can't unsee. I don't care. You will. Maybe. But I'm still coming. Ji-hoon studied her face. You're sure? I'm sure. Then we do this my way. What does that mean? It means you follow my lead, no matter what. Okay. And Maya? Yes. After tonight, if you want to leave, I won't stop you. What if I want to stay? Then we'll figure out what that looks like. They took the elevator down. Mrs. Kim waited in the kitchen. Going out? She asked. For a while, Ji-hoon said. Be careful. Always am. Mrs. Kim hugged Maya. Bring him back in one piece. I'll try. Good girl. Maya kissed Abuela goodbye. Rosa was half asleep but managed a blessing in Spanish. Then they were in the elevator, going down to whatever waited in the darkness. Are you ready for this? Ji-hoon asked. Maya thought about Lucas's threats, about Abuela sleeping peacefully upstairs. I'm ready, she said. Ji-hoon smiled. It was a cold expression, but it made Maya feel safer anyway. Good, he said, because it's time to end this. They drove through empty streets in Ji-hoon's sedan. Min-sok sat in the front passenger seat. 2 more cars followed at a distance. Where are we going? Maya asked. Lucas's apartment. How do you know where he lives? I know everything about him. Bank account, credit cards, medical records. Maya felt a chill. For how long? Since the night in the market. You've been investigating him for weeks. I've been preparing. For what? For this. They pulled into an underground garage. Lucas's building was newer than Maya's. Glass and steel. Expensive cars in assigned spots. He's here, Min-sok said. How can you tell? His car's here. Lights are on in his apartment. Maya looked up. Saw windows glowing on the 15th floor. What's the plan? She asked. We go up. We talk. We resolve this. That's not a plan. That's hope. Sometimes hope is all you get. They took the elevator to the 15th floor. Jihoon's men stayed in the lobby. Lucas's apartment was at the end of the hall. Jihoon knocked softly. It's open, Lucas called. They walked into a space that looked like a showroom. White furniture, abstract art, no personality anywhere. Lucas sat on the couch. He held a glass of whiskey. You brought him? He said to Maya. I brought myself. Same thing. Jihoon closed the door behind them. We need to talk. Do we? Lucas sipped his whiskey. I think we understand each other perfectly. You threatened an innocent woman. I stated facts. You crossed a line. Lucas laughed. What line? The one where you killed 3 people today. They weren't innocent. Neither are you. Jihoon moved deeper into the room. Maya noticed he kept himself between her and Lucas. This ends tonight, Jihoon said. I agree. Lucas set down his glass, pulled out a gun. Maya's breath caught. Lucas, don't. It's already decided. Put the gun down. Can't do that. Lucas stood up, pointed the weapon at Jihoon. You have 5 seconds to leave, he said, or I put a bullet in you. Lucas. Maya stepped forward. This isn't you. Isn't it? 6 months ago, you would have said the same thing about him. Maya looked at Jihoon. He stood perfectly still. Calm. You're scared, she said to Lucas. Smart. Not scared. Of what? Of losing you forever. You already lost me. Not to him. Lucas's hand shook slightly. The gun wavered. Put it down, Maya said gently. We can talk about this. There's nothing to talk about. He's a killer. You're mine. I'm not yours. Yes, you are. Maya saw the madness in his eyes, the complete disconnect from reality. Okay, she said quietly. I'm yours. Lucas blinked. What? You win. I'll come with you. You're lying. I'm not. Put down the gun and we'll leave together. What about him? Maya looked at Jihoon. His eyes were cold, patient. He can't stop us if I come willingly, she said. Lucas considered this. The gun lowered slightly. You'd really choose me? I'm choosing peace. Over love? Over violence. Maya stepped closer. Lucas watched her approach. I missed you, she whispered. I missed you too. Maya was close enough to touch him now. Put down the gun. Promise you'll come with me. I promise. Lucas smiled. Set the gun on the coffee table. Maya picked it up, pointed it at him. I lied, she said. Lucas's face went white. Maya, sit down. You won't shoot me. Try me. Lucas sat down hard. Maya backed toward Jihoon. Now what? She asked, without taking her eyes off Lucas. Now we call the police, Jihoon said. What? He threatened you, pulled a weapon. That's assault with a deadly weapon. Maya blinked. You're not going to kill him? Not unless I have to. But you said, I said I'd end this. Prison ends it just as well as death. He'll get out eventually. Not for a long time. And by then, you'll be safe somewhere else. Maya stared at him. You planned this. I planned for multiple contingencies, including letting him live. Especially that. Maya felt something warm spread through her chest. Relief, hope. Why? Because you asked me not to kill him. That's it? That's everything. Jihoon pulled out his phone, dialed 911. This is Jihoon Kang, he said. I need to report an attempted assault. Maya kept the gun trained on Lucas while Jihoon gave their location. They're coming, he said after hanging up. How long? 10 minutes, Lucas laughed. You think this ends it? Yes, Maya said. I'll be out in 5 years. Maybe less with good behavior. Then we'll deal with that in 5 years. I'll find you. Maybe. But I won't be the same person. What does that mean? Maya looked at Jihoon. It means I'll have help. From him? From myself. Sirens wailed in the distance. Getting closer. Maya, Lucas said quietly. What? I really did love you. I know. Did you ever love me? Maya thought about their 8 months together, the good times before the bad ones. For a while, she said, before I understood what love actually meant. What does it mean? Wanting someone to be happy, even if that happiness doesn't include you. Lucas was quiet until the police arrived. 6 months later, Maya woke to the smell of coffee and something sweet baking. Jihoon stood at the stove in dark jeans and a white t-shirt. "Morning," she said. "Good morning." She wrapped her arms around his waist from behind. Felt him relax into her touch. "What are you making?" "Hotteok. Mrs. Kim's recipe." "For what occasion?" "No occasion. You mentioned missing them." Maya smiled against his shoulder. "You remember everything. Only the important things." The apartment was different now. Still minimalist, but warmer. Photos on the refrigerator. Books scattered on tables. Signs of life. Signs of them. "How did you sleep?" Jihoon asked. "Better." "No nightmares?" "Not last night." The nightmares had been bad for the first few months. Lucas pleading, the sound of the gun being cocked. Her own voice saying terrible things. But they came less often now. "Coffee's ready," Jihoon said. Maya poured 2 cups, added cream to hers. Jihoon drank his black. "Plans for today?" she asked. "Meeting with the lawyers. About the foundation. How's that going?" "Slowly. Apparently legitimizing a criminal enterprise takes time." Maya smiled. Who knew? Jihoon had been working to transform his businesses. Legitimate security consulting. Legal import, export. The massage parlors had been shut down or sold to their workers. It wasn't perfect, but it was progress. "What about you?" he asked. "Lunch with Abuela. She wants to show me her new knitting project." "The blanket?" "The 3rd blanket. She keeps forgetting she finished the others." Rosa lived in a memory care facility now, a nice one, safe and clean with staff who spoke Spanish. Maya visited every day. "She asked about you yesterday," Maya said. "What did she say?" "When are you making her great-grandbabies?" Jihoon nearly choked on his coffee. "What did you tell her?" "That we're still figuring things out." "Are we?" Maya studied his face. "I think so. They'd been living together for 3 months, taking things slowly, learning each other's rhythms, learning to trust." "Maya?" "Yes, I have something for you." Jihoon disappeared into the bedroom, came back with a small wrapped box. "What's this?" "Open it." Maya unwrapped the box carefully. Inside was an origami crane, but this one was different, made from gold paper. Delicate and beautiful. "It's gorgeous," she whispered. "It's a promise." "What kind of promise?" "That I'm done folding cranes for the dead." Maya felt tears prick her eyes. "Jihoon, I want to fold them for the living now. For you. For us. What if I break your heart? What if you don't?" Maya lifted the crane from the box. It caught the morning light. "What if this doesn't work?" she asked. "What if it does?" Maya set the crane on the kitchen island, beside the fruit bowl and the coffee mugs and all the small signs of their shared life. "I love you," she said. "I love you too. Even though I'm difficult?" "Especially because you're difficult." Maya laughed. "Mrs. Kim was right. Jenny would have liked me. She would have loved you." "How can you be sure?" "Because you make me want to be better than I am. You're already better than you think. Some days. Most days." Jihoon pulled her close. His arms felt like safety. "Are you happy?" he asked. Maya thought about it. Really thought about it. 6 months ago, she'd been running from Lucas's obsession, hiding from choices she didn't want to make. Now she was building something new, something that belonged to her. "Yes," she said. "I'm happy." "Good. Are you?" "Getting there." Maya smiled. "That's enough for now." "Is it?" "It's everything." The hotteok finished baking. Jihoon served them warm with honey and cinnamon. They ate breakfast by the windows, city light streaming in, the crane watching from the counter. Perfect morning, perfect beginning. Maya reached across the table, took his hand. "Thank you," she said. "For what?" "For showing me what love actually looks like." "What does it look like?" Maya squeezed his fingers. "Like this, like choice." Jihoon smiled. "Like this." They sat holding hands as the sun climbed higher. Finally safe, finally home, finally free.